I want you to pardon my voice right now. It's very early in the morning. You guys are the first ones I'm talking to. So that is awesome. How was your day? How was your weekend? Because this is a Monday that I'm doing this. This is July 31st. And I just decided to do something fun today. I already did my brows. So today we're doing a very highly requested video from my daughters. This is the Barbie look, or as close to it as I can get. All right, so they have not seen the Barbie movie yet. We went and saw The Little Mermaid. If you saw that vlog, I'll leave it down below if you have not. We did see The Little Mermaid. We enjoyed it. And one of my daughters, I'm putting on some Becca primer. One of my daughters is like dying to see Barbie. But the other one is like, I don't have to see that, Mama. You know, I'm good. But I think I kind of want to see it. But I know it's so packed right now to go and see this. So I'm kind of waiting on things to die down. And, you know, so we could make like a fun little afternoon of it and go out to lunch and everything like we did before. School is about to start again. I really want to do that for them so they can say that they ended summer like with a bang. Because I know it's something they want to do. Also, they want to see the new Disney Haunted Mansion. I'm kind of into that one too. I would love to see that one. I just put the primer on my face, but I'm going to go straight into the eye makeup. But that's going to be drying at the same time. I'm going to be using the Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You're going to need you a matte pink shade. They have one right here, the number A5 is up here in this top corner. So we're going to play around with that. And I also have my trusty Juvia's Place The Warrior 2 palette, which is all matte. So in case I need a transition color or something to go in those outer corners, you know, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing yet. I hadn't planned this out. This is one of those things where I woke up this morning and I said, I'm going to go ahead and do what it is they wanted me to do. So we're going to start off with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, or any primer you have for your eyes. I wish I had some tape back here. I would tape the corner of my eyes, but I don't know where in the world I put that tape. And as I told you guys before, all of you ladies who have a little, you know, some lines or some fine lines underneath your eyes, we're getting up there now. Might have some lines going on. Go ahead and prime underneath your eye. Because if anything runs or gets down there, it's going to settle. And that's how you get the raccoon eyes. And there's no coming back from that. So right on top of that, even though I did my brows already with some of my LA Girl Pro Concealer, I believe this one is in the shade Chestnut, I'm going to apply this on my lid. I want a nice smooth canvas to work with. After I apply this on my lid, pat this in really well, I'm going to put some translucent powder up there. So every eyeshadow that I use is going to glide on my lid very well. Now I typically do this with a makeup blender, but I'm not ready as usual. And the blender is not wet and I don't feel like getting up. This was the same thing from last time. Blender is not together. I didn't feel like getting up. I did wash all my brushes yesterday, so everything is nice and washed. I did do that much, so you can give me a thumbs up for that. Alright, so I'm going to use my Dermablend translucent powder. Looks like that. I'm going to show you, it says Dermablend. Very nice powder if you're looking for a powder. I used this in the last tutorial. A lot of you guys said that you might want to give it a try. You will love it. It's a very finely milled powder. You don't need much. If you're a woman of color, you could just use this to set your face and then go over it with your regular skin tone powder. It gives a beautiful finish. Alright, so we're going to go right into this pink shade right now. I'm just using a flat brush here. And I'm ooh, that's a bright pink. My goodness. And I'm going to make sure I keep this on so my daughters can see. Now, because I have fairly hooded eyes, like if I open up my lid, my mobile lid, If I don't go a little bit above it, you will never see eyeshadow because I have a little flap of skin that kind of hangs over my eye. So if you're anything like me, you're going to go a little bit higher than that. That way you can see some eyeshadow. Alright, so we got this pink up on our lids. Now I'm going to go around that pink with a little bit of a brownish tone. So I think I'm going to start off with this lighter brown, and if that doesn't work for me, I'm going to go down to the second lightest brown. I'm just using a little blender brush. I'm going to start off very light in the very outer edges. And just kind of shape our eye a bit. So if you guys have little ones, are you ready for school to start? I homeschool, so I guess I'm one of those people who are just like, I'm just waiting for them to kind of have something to do. And I don't have to say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why don't you get away from the TV for a little while? Go do this, go do that, you know? But it's not necessarily like they're eating me out of house and home. Although they eat, it's not like I'm ready to send them back for that reason. Because a lot of my friends are saying, girl, they are eating me out of house and home. I cannot wait for them to go to school. Okay, so we're just smoothing out those edges around the eye so it doesn't look like a circle. Like that one just looks like a circle. And we're blending on this side. Okay. Guys, I had a dream about my dad last night. It was the most wonderful thing ever. I rarely dream about him. He's passed. He's been gone since 2009. And I had a dream about him last night. Or rather, he was just in the dream. And he just was basically in a crowd of people. And I couldn't even look at his face. I just looked at his hands and his shirt, and I just knew it was him. And I held his hands, and he just stopped in front of me, and I grabbed his hands, and I just started crying. And it was kind of like he was saying, you're doing a good job. So I had a good night. I had a very good night. But I love to dream about him. All right, so did we blend that out enough? I think so. I think we can move on to like the outer corner. If I have to go back and do anything, I will. There's no shame in that. All right, so I'm gonna use this other little blender brush, and I think I'm gonna go into one of these purples. It's been a while since I did a bright bold look, so we're gonna go into or should I just leave it pink? No, let's add a little purple. Oh, there's one purple here calling my name. It's what is that? A3. A3. I really like that purple. Let's try that in the outer corner. Yeah, but guys, have you ever had a dream about a loved one that may have passed on, and it just was the highlight of your night? You just think about it all day. I think that's what this dream is going to be like. We said absolutely nothing to each other. I just knew it was him. I could tell by his hands. And I just grabbed his hands. Like I said, I couldn't even look at his face. I just grabbed his hands, and I could see his mouth like smiling. And it was such a beautiful moment. It really, really was. I got to call my husband and tell him about that. It's almost like I did not want to wake up. I heard the alarm. I didn't want to wake up. I was just holding his hands, and I started crying. And he just smiled. So I think that was his little way of saying, you know, you're doing a good job with your mom and everything. And I'll take that. I'll take that. And since Barbie is always in a pink mood, I think pink and purple kind of, these are my kids' favorite colors when they were little. And then they kind of switched out. My oldest used to love the color purple. I mean, like all of her clothes were purple. Anytime we went somewhere, it was like, I want that. That's purple. You know my color is purple, mommy. You know, like purple is me. And then I don't even know when it happened, but they switched colors. My youngest daughter started loving the color purple, and my oldest daughter started loving the color pink. And now they're so sophisticated, you know, 12 and 14. Now my oldest daughter is loving rose gold. Her whole room is like accented in rose gold pieces, and she wants the blush tone bed, and everything has to be aesthetic, mommy. It has to be aesthetic. And my other daughter is more into pastel tones, and she told me that she wants an aesthetic bedroom with all of the TikTok things that goes into the bedroom that all the girls on TikTok have. So we try our best to make their space comfortable and happy for them. They spend a lot of time in their room, especially when school starts with the virtual school. So why not make that a happy space for them? You gotta spend so much time in there, make it happy. All right, I'm gonna take some of this purple into my lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna take a wet wipe and just clean up very low down here, because I think I want her to have more of a smoky look now that I look at it. Now remember, we haven't put on any face makeup really yet. So alright, so I'm going to look for a very fluffy big lash, because I'm not going to do any eyeliner or anything like that. We're just going to go straight into the lashes, because I never see Barbie really eyelined with black or anything like that. I just see bright bold colors. So give me a second to find a lash. All right, we're gonna try out these lashes. It says Lash Couture, and it is in excuse me, it is in chiffon. That's the style. So we're gonna try those out. I'm going to go away and put these on, because I feel like I may end up having to cut these on the ends so they'll fit my lashes, and I know that takes a while. And very soon I'll have up a new lash tutorial just showing you guys what I do for my eyes. I don't have very big eyes, so I have to be careful on what type of lashes I choose. And even if I choose a big thick lash like this is kind of feathered out, but even if I do choose a lash like this, there are certain things that I do to kind of make it my own. So I want to do a video on that possibly this month. In the meantime, I'll put up a video in my description box. It'll just say lashes. And it's a video where I did like at least 7 different pairs of lashes, so you can see what it looks like on my lids. All right, friends, so I have put on these lashes, and they are super long. Super, super, super long. I'm loving them though. I think that it makes the look and everything. On the inner corner of my eye, I just put more of that pink because my eye was watering and it just became a mess. As you guys know, once your eyes start watering, it's like that's it. I had to use Q-tips, everything else, I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna go back into this palette. They have a sparkling purple here, sparkling purple, and this is A1. They also have a sparkling pink, which is B3. I think it's right about there. It's B3. I think I'm going to put like a mix of both of those in the inner corner. So let's finish out that bottom lash line again, because matte shades don't do too well on me all the time. It's like once I tear up or something like that, sometimes even if I don't tear up, they kind of just disappear. So I won't be spraying much of, finishing spray on my face today, because I have this strange feeling all of my hard work is just going to go down the drain. Okay, I was keeping that purple in the outer corner, but I decided to bring it on up a bit. And then we're going to add a little bit of those sparkly shades. Well, let's try the purple by itself. Let's see what that looks like first. I might have to put a little lash glue. Sometimes if I have trouble getting a color to stick, I'll add a little lash glue. That's the purple. I might have to add some lash glue. And I have a lash glue here, just a little brush on. Alright guys, so much happened wrong that I had to wipe away a lot. Like my eyes started tearing and tearing, my lashes started lifting. So I ended up having to wipe off a lot of this and just start over by putting some more primer potion in the inner corner. And a little bit of glue after that dried, and then putting that sparkly color back there again. So I think it's gonna turn out pretty good, but I also wiped away a lot of the primer that I had for my face and the concealer. So we're gonna have to do that again. All right, so I'm gonna go back into my primer because I'm gonna leave the eyes alone for a minute. Let those settle. Sometimes you gotta move away from it. Let those settle. The only thing left really with the eyes is to do the bottom lash line. I'm just going to put some mascara down there. But for right now, we're going to leave it alone. I don't want to cause my eyes to tear up anymore. But I think the colors are very pretty. And I think that doing the face makeup is going to really make it pop. Since I'm running a bit behind schedule now with these eyes, I tell you every time, I'm going to go into my old trusty e.l.f. And a lot of you guys said you wanted to try the e.l.f. minus an espresso. I did tell somebody I was going to try mocha too. Because I see mocha a lot. I never see an espresso in the store too much. And that upsets me because I really like this shade on me. But I'll try mocha. Because I see mocha a whole lot more. Maybe it may work out. I don't know if mocha's deeper. No, I'll give it a try. Because I could go a little deeper. I promised myself that I was going to finish this makeup by 9 a.m. And it is now 8:30. And I'm like, what happened? You know? And my dog, he's out there in his cage like doing flips. That's his way of getting my attention. He's not going to bark usually. He may whine, but usually he's an American bully. He does flips. Like he just will flip his big butt in that cage over and over again. He does somersaults. It's like, don't you hear me out here, girl? I want out. But the thing is about him, if he comes out, he gets into so much. That's my phone. He gets into so much. He starts touching stuff and sniffing stuff and licking stuff, and he wants to bite everything. And then when you tell him to leave it alone, he runs with it. He is his father's child. All right, today, last time we didn't do any like contour or anything like that. I'm not a pro at it. So what I do is just take a darker concealer and I'll tap a little bit because I don't have much of a forehead. Put a little bit. And this is what I do. Let me find a good brush. This is a Sigma Chisel Trim and Contour brush. And it works out pretty good for stuff like this. So I'm adding a little color around here. It looks really pretty when you have time to really blend. Do I have time to really blend? Not really. Because everybody's going to start getting up in a second. I also have to do my daughter's hair today. She has the locks just like mine, the faux locks, and it's just time for a change. So she's gonna do some long ones this time. She's gonna do some 18-inch locks, And it's gonna be pretty exciting to see. And they have a little color. It's gonna be 27 something. It's gonna be just lighter than usual. And I'm allowing her to do this. This will be you know, she'll be going into the 9th grade, so something different. And we're gonna see how it looks on her. I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like. And I think I'm gonna do all individual locks, meaning that I'm not gonna braid all of her hair down and just apply the locks on top. I'm gonna go individually, so she's gonna have individual braids and one lock on each braid. That way she can manipulate the hair however she wants to. If she wants to wear a ponytail or 2 ponytails, she can do whatever she wants to do with it like that. It's going to take me a lot longer. I'm going to try my best to record it. It's going to take me a lot longer to do, but as long as school is not open yet, we still can sit here and watch some Netflix or something. I gotta go back to the store and get me some more of this. I love this shade for me. This is the CoverGirl concealer in the shade Bronze. I love this shade on me. Is it coming together? Am I a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world? Okay, we're going to apply a little bit of powder underneath my eyes, the Derma Blend powder. The rest of the face, we're going to do the Laura Mercier, you know, color powder, like the, what is it called? Medium, translucent, deep, something like that. And we're still going to apply a little blush because Barbie does blush. Yes, she does. I'll put a little bit too much powder here on my face. We'll fix that. What time is it? Time check. We're at 8:40. We're almost there. We're almost there, guys. And use my big Real Techniques brush. Yes, I have made a mess on this desk. Yes, I did. Alright, so we're going to go into our MAC blushes. I cannot remember which one this is. I'm not going to pop it out right now, but in the description box, I'll leave the color. I want to say it's Fever. Next, we're going to go into my Black Up Cosmetics favorite highlighter. This is the Sublime powder, and I'm using the same blush brush. Pick up some of that and just go over the blush with it a little bit. Over my brow bone. Alright, I am going to use the fix, I am going to use my setting spray. I'm going to try my best to cover my eyes because the majority of the colors there are matte. So let's try it like this. Let's allow that to dry. Turned out pretty. And we gotta find us a nice lip. I was just about to lie and say I can't find a color, but I think I do have. So usually when I go really bold on the eyes, I try to go neutral on the lips. And Barbie is always wearing a very light pink lipstick. You rarely see her with red or anything like that. So let's try to find something a little bit more neutral for my skin tone. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try this lip pencil from ColourPop. I'm going to have to leave the name in the video because I can't see it. But yeah, all of her looks are just a pale pink. What is this one called? Kirsten. I have a lot of lip glosses from Anastasia Beverly Hills, so y'all might see these in a lot of videos. This is called Kirsten or Kirsten, I believe. And then I have like a pink shimmering lip gloss that I could put over top of this. That's a nice lip combo. If you guys want to see a lip combo video, I can come up with several different lip combos. I think that'll be nice. That's actually very pretty. Very, very pretty. Let's see what it looks like if I add just a little bit of this lip gloss from Urban Decay. It's like a sparkly pink. Got all my Urban Decay lip glosses right there. It's one that's a sparkly pink. Ugh, I might mess it up, huh? There's a little bit of that. Little bit. Not bad. You can see a little sparkle. Hope you guys can see it. But this is what the shade looks like. I think you could see it. This is what it looks like. And it's more on the sheer side. So on my lips, it looks more just, you just get the glitter instead of the pink. But I think it looks pretty. So what do we think? All right, let's kind of clear off this desk. I'm gonna fix my hair up and throw on some earrings. And we're gonna look at our final look, so stay tuned. All right guys, so this is the completed look and I am digging this pink. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. It's very Barbie-ish. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. The last two tutorials did pretty well, so hopefully this one will do great as well. Give me a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you like my content. Also coming up, I have the new fall collection from Orly. Click that notification bell so you'll know when I put up a video. It'll give you a little buzz maybe on your phone or iPad or whatever. And that is it. So I will talk to you guys in the next one. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. Cyber kisses. Bye.